It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show. I need my credit when I'm popping shit. Shift the game like I'm driving stick. Money piling my wallet. Dick numbers looking like scholarships. I'm out here, bit. Hurricane season. Send me overseas, get a bag, and I'm leaving. I'm back with the reason. I'm a rapper supreme. Like burritos on a rap for the biggest. Back to attack, make achievements. Nigga fuck a flag for religious. I put on a mask and I'm thieving. All black with a skull cap and Adidas. Insufficient funds. Fit that 150. Nigga get it done. Feeling big as pun. Industry critics don't like me. What you gonna do? Should night me? Swimming upstream so Pisces. Got a Gucci on me so icy. All the floozies. When I come stand by me, 7-Eleven is getting too dicey. I be killing y'all nigga with the flow. Notorious big, I be kicking in doors. Leviticus niggas get spiritual, call me the bishop. I'm watching y'all decompose. I don't really need no ops, I don't need no props. I'ma sink my shot like swish. I'm a Gambino, looking for a free cold pink flamingo box. Everybody wanna know the recipe. I got my float on the Chesapeake. I'm a SOB from the A, but my style on Texas Pete. Yes indeed. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there this afternoon. In this video, we're going to be getting into Glorilla, and unfortunately, she is having a rough time with her sister, of all people, okay? So, if you're familiar with Glorilla's story in any fashion, you know she's talked about having hella siblings. I believe in total, it's 10 kids, all right? And they grew up rough, project, hood shit, man. Growing up, going through the struggle, hella kids, hand-me-downs, the whole nine, right? And, of course, Glorilla popped off with FNF a few years ago. She then gets signed to Yo Gotti, CMG, and she's been hitting the ground running ever since, right? Last year was probably her biggest year yet as an artist. And now that we're in 2026, her sister Victoria, aka Scarface, is coming to the internet complaining that her and her siblings, and she also alleges that their parents have not been getting any help, no resources, no nothing. They just back home at Memphis struggling while Glorilla is out here living it up as a quote-unquote millionaire, helping her friends instead of her family and gallivanting around while her own flesh and blood is going through hard times, okay? Now, Victoria, aka Scarface, went live multiple times over the course of the last few days. That's hours upon hours, no money long, no pun intended, either. Shit. Where she's out in all of this information. She's talking about her struggle. She talks about how basically she done been in and out of jail. Another one of their brothers been in and out of jail. I must go ahead and say all of these siblings, to my knowledge, are grown as fuck today. But it sounds like they either not working or can't keep a job. Okay? And she's pretty much coming out outing all of the family drama. She says she's always been the outspoken one. She literally used to get beat for it, and also allegedly got beat by their mama for being hungry and speaking out about that as well. Yeah, it gets deep. However, of course, I'm not going to sit here and play all the multiple hours of her videos. I've condensed it down to about 7 minutes of her airing the most concise gripes that she has with Glow. Because, of course, when people go live, they yell, they scream, they repeat themselves, they talk to the chat, they talking to people in the room. It was a bunch of people in the house while she was doing it. I don't got time for all that shit. All right? And in this video, I'm also going to talk about the nature of an artist in Glorilla's position, because I think people have a misunderstanding of what success looks like as an artist who gets signed to an artist, who the money, the investment that goes into them is built into making them look like a star until they actually become one. So we're going to tackle all of those different subjects in this video, all right? But first, let's go ahead and just play Glow's sister, Victoria, aka Scarface, and just try to get to the root of the issue, because coming out and outing your sister, that you got to be fucked up. You got to be at your wits' end. It got to you basically into the land of no return. So it must be bad. I think she just got out of jail last week, as a matter of fact.
Hey, folk, we used to have days when we wasn't eating. But motherfucker ain't obligated. But you want to get on interviews and talk about the struggle. You want to talk about the struggle. But yeah, ain't one of us shining, fool. Ain't one of us shining. You got everybody else in this hole. You giving money out. You bringing motherfuckers back around. You didn't cross you badly, because Sanchez watch you get your ass beat. On God. Watch you get your ass stomped. And I remember when Clea did this shit. She watched you. And you brought her back around. And she went live about you.
Damn.
And you brought her back around. She on the stage with you. How the fuck is that for her?
What Khalil with that? Let them know what you Khalil.
The Khalil that brought her. Yup. Yup.
Khalil Gavan?
Yeah, good Gavan. Khalil Gavan. Khalil.
Now, if we not, those of us that are not from Memphis, we don't know who the fuck this is. But apparently this is somebody who is in Glow's camp right now.
Man. But you got Sanchez back around you. Like, bro, you know, I'm just saying, no motherfucker come out some hate shit, bro. It's been 4 motherfucking years, bro. It's been 4 years. Then I'm just seeing motherfuckers like, no, bro, then mama sitting here in this whole struggle. Y'all thought she bought a house. She did not buy my mama no motherfucking house. Stop lying. She did not. She bought my daddy a house with his trick ass. And then he got the smallest house on the block. Fuck, talking about she retired. That
What did he need? The biggest? Goddamn. If she bought the motherfucker, she bought the motherfucker. Why it got to be the smallest house on the block? At least I'm on the block, man. Damn. Ungrateful. Now I will say, I don't see daddy out here tripping. It's the sister. I don't see the parents out here tripping about whatever they're going through. It's the sister, okay? But damn, shit, if I'm on the block, I'm on the block, baby. This shit, you know what I mean? My money spent too.
retired on his own time, and she didn't retire shit.
Come on now. So it was just a coincidence that he retired after he received the house and stuff like that. It was just a coincidence. It was on his time.
Fuck. And now y'all know what Gloss did, how did she got, man, so look, all of us been struggling. We was homeschooled. All of us stayed in the same house, 3rd through 7th, they darn right homeschool, could not come out the fence. We could not come out the fence, bro. You remember? You remember, right? We could come out the fence. I used to sneak my best friend inside the motherfucking house. When all of us, when we got adult, we became adults. We was like stupid to the street life. We was stupid to like common sense because we was like segregated. We was in the house. My mama used to tell us, it's 10 of y'all better be each other's best friend. Oh God. Situation had came about where we ended up going to school because my mama used to beat the shit out of us. And you ain't finna beat the shit out of me while I'm hungry. So I'm finna call DCS on your ass. That's exactly what happened. When she talk about the 5th child, I'm the 5th child because I'm always been the outspoken one. But I was hungry, and you not finna whoop me for being hungry.
Jesus.
Fuck. She used to beat the shit out of us. On God. So when she did all that shit, I called DCS. Yes, I called DCS. I called DCS on our mother.
I'm gonna take this off of their family for a moment. Parents out there, man, just be careful, man. Be mindful of what the fuck you doing to and around your kids. Be mindful. Give balance. Because from what I understand, they grew up ultra religious, couldn't listen to none but Kirk Franklin and all that type of stuff. And sometimes in these types of situations, the kids grow up to be real rebellious and they go off and do some real fucked up shit out in this world. Provide your kid with balance. Provide your kid with context to the things that the real world presents. You know, beating your kids the fuck up for being hungry. Like, why would you take your shortcomings out on the children that you produce? You know what I'm saying? Like, just be mindful of what you got going on. take a breather. You know what I'm saying? You got to go in the bathroom and cry it out real quick and come back. Do that, man. Because you have no idea what type of impact you could have on your kids by lashing out and not being in control of your own emotions and actions, okay? Again, removing them from the situation, just speaking in general, because I hear somebody who was in pain. Just be mindful, man.
I got tired of getting booked for a stitching cord for petty shit, but we ain't gonna get too much into that. That's how we got in public school. That's the exact reason why we got in public school. Y'all glorify this motherfucker. How the fuck y'all stupid ass bitches want to sit here and talk about she got 10 siblings? How y'all ain't saying none of her siblings? She beefing with all 10 siblings? That hoe just green as hell. That hoe leaving her folks behind. But got everybody else in the front line. That shit green as hell. And I don't give a fuck about what none of y'all bitches think or feel about it. Fuck, that's my motherfucking sister. And I can talk about whatever the fuck I get ready. Y'all ain't talking about shit. Me and this bitch laid on the floor together. Struggle together. Didn't eat together.
So, my question is, what is it that the friends are contributing to the Glorilla movement? Have they accepted jobs? Do they work for Glorilla? Or are they just around receiving the benefits, right? Because clearly, Scarface here feels like she has people in her camp that she's beefed with, got into fights with, fell out with, and still brought them back around. But when it comes to your siblings, you not looking out for us. It's 10 of us, and you ain't fucking with none of us. You left us all behind. And again, I beg the question, what is it that those so-called friends are bringing to the Glorilla movement to where she sees the benefit in having them around, right? Does she believe that if she were to bring y'all into the fold, that y'all would be willing to work for it? Or would y'all continue to put out this type of entitled energy, this expectation of, I'm just supposed to be here, we gonna go out to eat, we gonna hang out, we gonna go to the shows, we gonna go travel, we gonna be on the PJ, all this stuff, for nothing? And ultimately, if she were to add you to her entourage in that fashion, you wouldn't last very long, and you would still be coming to the internet with this very same complaint saying, Glorilla fired me, I'm her sister, why would she do me like this? And you were never going to acknowledge where you went wrong, right? That's just my take from the outside looking in, though. Y'all let me know.
Worried about me talking about it, I'm gonna talk about whenever the fuck I get ready, and they ain't gonna get touched.
I'm sure.
On no day.
No, girl.
That stupid ass Tula hoe, my hoe, you better go. She ain't obligated. I was so damn hungry, I damn near ate a roach.
Come on, man.
She ain't obligated. I called this hoe. I called it.
Now, if you ever hungry enough to possibly consider eating a roach, now I know she may have a felony or something like that, but sell some crack, okay? Hey, Brad, I do not condone breaking the law, but if you are ever broke enough to consider eating a roach in your own home, you gotta exercise any and every option on the table. Sell some crack. What the hell? You might as well eat cereal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If a roach is in your brain, you can eat Captain Crunch today, okay? And if you can't get Captain Crunch, it's a couple knockoffs that look and taste close enough. God damn.
So, I'm like, Gloria, can you fuck with me? I text her. Ask her, could you fuck with me and give me some bread? But now I lost my job and shit.
Real shit. Don't sell no crack. Donate plasma. Yeah, I mean, it's other ways, man. You know how many goddamn, today, we have films, TV shows. Go do a Tubi movie for $50 to act, $75 a day. Okay? Audition for some Tyler Perry shit. You probably would fit right the fuck in for one of the characters he been writing. It's other ways to do it, man. It's people out here that are starting up. They not doing Lyft and motherfucking Uber no more. They starting their own courier service. Okay? You gotta have some ingenuity out this bitch, man. And I done seen you posted up with guns. Sell one of them motherfuckers.
This motherfucking she ain't respond. She ain't respond. Then I got robbed for being known as her sister. And I got robbed for my shit, cause she ain't gave me shit.
Damn.
4 niggas sat here and robbed me in Orange Mound because of you, bitch.
Damn.
But you ain't gave me a motherfucking thing.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, that's a fucked up predicament to be in. That's a fucked up predicament to be in. Your sister Glorilla done blew the fuck up. Everybody's perceiving that she's on and rich and having it in the town so bad that when they see you out, they think you having it. And they rob you for the little bit that you got, and you didn't get none of it from that superstar sister that you thought was having it. I can understand being bad, like, God damn, man. I bought me one of these motherfuckers from GLD for $100 and you robbed me for this? I ain't get this from Glow, nigga. This was dipped in gold. This ain't the real one. I can understand. I can understand that.
Nothing. You ain't got none of us nothing. The same motherfuckers who you was sitting there eating ketchup sandwiches with.
Oh, man.
Fuck, oh, man, if I got 500,000, bro, I'll at least give my siblings $10K a piece. On God. Why the fuck my mama gotta sit here and clock a clock?
I don't think that wouldn't be financially sound. Let me bring it down. If you got 500,000 off top, if you have 500K, you're not going to get it in cash. Therefore, that whole 500K is not yours. You say you would give your siblings 10K a piece. There's 10 of y'all. So you would be coming out of $100,000 plus whatever you would owe in taxes, but you probably wouldn't put it in for taxes. But that wouldn't be financially smart. You would be right back in the same predicament in a very short amount of time. And this is why money management is very important. Being frugal, living within your means, things of that nature until you're able to afford better. Because no, that would not be the smart thing to do, is to get 500,000 and just give away 100 off top. Sorry.
Let's talk about it. Oh, you is not who these folks think you is, bro. Like, stop all the cap, bro. You is not who these folks think you is. And oh, Gloria, she putting up for me. But that hoe ain't putting up for shit. She ain't even putting up for her own family, who she was struggling with. Gloria was never homeless. Who was homeless? She was not homeless. Fuck, then y'all want to sit here and talk about some motherfucker. She bought my daddy a motherfucking Jaguar just to look good, and that man broke as hell with a house full of roaches.
Now, come on, man. So she bought him the house and the Jaguar. What did y'all do for him? She bought him a house and a Jag, and he's allegedly retired.
In South Haven. And yes, my mama's still working at FedEx. And for that not Marco, for that Tula bitch, ho, this ain't got shit to do with you. You gonna be in the backup dancer, ho. Fuck, y'all sitting here trying to come to justify her. She got 10 siblings. 10 siblings. 10. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5. She has 10 siblings. An autistic sibling. Gloria has been on for 4 years. 4 years. The only relatives y'all have seen, and that's really because y'all brought me y'all brought me out because I look just like her. On God. Y'all want to know when I was her sister because y'all can sit here and say she tried to sit here and hide us and do all this shit to try to save us. That bitch don't do shit for us. I haven't got a red cent. My brother, I got 2 siblings staying down there with her. 2 siblings. One of my brothers called my mama, asking her for $40 to pay his phone bill. You got Rambo riding in nice cars. That's not our cousin. He riding in nice motherfucking cars.
Well, that's the thing. Sound like your dad riding in a nice car too, but y'all can't help him keep the fucking motherfucker gassed. At least Rambo keeping that motherfucker gassed, I guess. But shit, he got a Jag. So I don't know what's going on, man. Like, honestly, if this is how y'all been functioning, I can understand why she might have got the fuck on. You know what I mean? Like, man, she couldn't wait to get away from y'all. That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like rap was her way of beating her fucking feet and getting out of there. She didn't want to be around y'all a second longer. Okay? That's what it is. Now, as for the parents, it sounds like she do a little something for the parents. I don't know about the whole FedEx thing. But as far as the siblings, she couldn't wait to get away from y'all. Okay? That's what I'm deducing here.
Damn right I'm obligated to something. This bitch want to sit here and talk about her sleeping with Red, and then she was telling the truth. You know, you used to be in the house. Flat air mattress, all this shit laying on the floor. Y'all talking about, you just could have reached out to her. How many times have I reached out? I reached out to this bitch twice. I reached out to this hoe twice. Twice.
In 4 years?
Got a brother working at TJX. I got a brother who been seeing this motherfucker man suffering. But you got the next nigga at weed farms and all that shit. You got the next nigga doing this. But you want to sit here and talk about our struggle. And bitch, you was not homeless. You was not homeless before you hit. Stop lying. You could have stayed with my mama or my daddy. You just wanted to be fucking all damn day. And they weren't going for that shit. Let's be real. You was not homeless. Fuck. Y'all glorify her ass though.
I mean, if she was unhoused, or if she was going from place to place, that qualifies as homeless. If you don't have a stable home that you can lay your hat in day and night, you could get some benefits for being homeless. Benefits ain't all that great, but you could get a little something. Or at least that's how it used to be. I don't know how it is under this administration, but if you know, 5-6 years ago, if you was fucked up, you'll at least get some food stamps or something. Now, the story between Glorilla and Victoria gets a little deeper. There's this affidavit of complaint that's floating around online. This dates back to 2015, as a matter of fact. And I believe the contents of this affidavit are a police report from Glorilla having to call the police on Victoria, aka Scarface, in a situation where things got violent and Victoria threatened to shoot Glorilla. Okay? This thing is not all that clear, so I'm going to read it to the best of my ability, but this is a little fudged. All right? This look like an old ass paper. So this here says, State of Tennessee, County of Shelby, personally appeared before me, P. Murphy, whoever, I think that's the police officer, and made oath that on or above or about the 29th day of May 2015 in whatever county, I guess it's Shelby County. Again, some of this is smudgy. And within the jurisdiction of the Criminal Court of Shelby County, Tennessee, one Victoria N. Woods, age 19, sex female, whose last known address is blank. We don't need to put that out anyway. Did unlawfully commit the offense of domestic assault. And the essential fact is what? Committing said offense. And the source of the affidavit's information are as follows. Again, this shit smudged in a motherfucker, man. So on 5/29/2015 at 21:05 hours, Officer Shannon E. Butler and Murphy responded to an armed party call located at blank. Complainant Gloria Woods advised her Complainant Olivia Woods advised her juvenile daughter, victim Gloria Woods, called her and stated her sister, subject Victoria Woods, was making threats to harm her with a gun. The victim advised the suspect, grabbed her, and began to, what does that say? Search her by, what? Again, this shit, scratch her by her clothing in a threatening manner. The victim advised the suspect told her to shut up before I shoot you. The victim advised the weapon wasn't pointed at her, only threats were made. Officers made the scene and the suspect admitted she had a gun and stated it wasn't inside the house. The suspect stated the gun was hidden outside near the parking lot. Officers located a 23 or 25 caliber Ravina, I can't read that shit, model, inside a broken fence in a wooded area near the parking lot. Officer Murphy completed and signed a DV hold form due to the victim being, I don't know what that says, being something. All right. So even throughout all the smudginess of this document, we can make out that Glorilla's mother was told by Glo that Victoria, which is the woman we see in the videos going at Glorilla, threatened to shoot her back in 2015 with a gun. I guess the call was made. She went and hid the gun out by the woods by a fence. Once the police got there, she told them where she put it. Hey, man, that's 10 years ago. I think I was right. She couldn't wait to get the fuck away from you. At the time, Glorilla was a minor, and Victoria at the time was 19. So, I mean, it looked like you've been thugging, looked like you've been gravitating to the street life, and you was on bullshit. And when she had the opportunity to come up in the world, she got the fuck out of Dodge, as she should have. A screenshot has been floating around online from Gloria Woods, which of course is Glorilla's real name. I don't know if she actually runs that page, but on Glo's page, they put a post for Indeed.com. And for those that don't know, Indeed is where you can find available job listings, and you can send your application in to attempt to get one. So in response to all of this, she said, hey, go get you a fucking job, okay? We have a closer view of the post, and she doubled down on the post and says, join the FedEx team, find a job, be a part of something bigger, okay? So she said, hey, you can go ahead and get it, fucking apply for a job. FedEx is hiring, okay? Glorilla also reposted somebody who made a meme out of Victoria. So they said, if I sing you this, just know I'm finna beg. And as you can see, Gloria Woods also reposted that. Now, again, I don't know for certain if Glorilla is the person behind that page. But what we do know is Glorilla did put out some text messages allegedly from her mother, showcasing a different story. So Glo posted this on Instagram, a text message from her mom that says, thank you so very, very much. Really didn't want to ask because you already do so much for us. I thank you so very, very much for all that you do. I don't take it for granted at all. I really do love and appreciate you so very much. God bless you for your honor, respect, kindness, and love shown to me. You're such a blessing to me. When I become a millionaire, I got you. Meanwhile, I'll prayerfully keep you in God's hands continually. Okay? So that is a screenshot of a text that Glorilla put up in her story. Glorilla's sister, on the other hand, says that this shit is fake. She said, where the fuck is the date on that? And she said, our mama don't even text like that. I don't know what her mama texts like, so I can't say what's what. But let's get into this a little bit further, okay? Now, in another video that I won't play, I saw that Victoria was saying that she went and signed to Yo Gotti, big head ass, and you ain't looked out for us. And she said, and his ass probably got something to do with it too. I want his big ass too. Or his big head ass, excuse me. And interestingly enough, the people that she was talking to when she brought up Yo Gotti, at that point, they told her to calm down. If you don't know why they told her to calm down, do a Google search about Yo Gotti and street business. I ain't gonna talk about it here, but allegedly, niggas know not to play. Okay? Now, not getting into street business, let's get into music business with Yo Gotti, because in 2023, he did an interview with EYL, Earn Your Leisure, and he talked about the 360 deal. He believes in the 360 deal, and I believe that Glorilla is inevitably in a 360 deal, which is probably one of the reasons why she may not be as financially good as her family and associates back home in Memphis think.
What's your viewpoint on 360 deals?
I feel like business is business, right? You know what I mean? Going back to what I was telling you about myself in my younger days, right? In my younger business ventures, I think business is business, right? I think, who said this? The Hove or somebody say this, like what's 100% of zero?
Yeah, Jay, I think
right?
So. Mm-hmm.
So to me, you ain't thinking logical when you think you get everything and nobody get nothing from you. You're not, that's not common sense, bro.
Right, bro.
You know what I mean? So if we meet, just give us a name. Say this a brand new artist. We walk out this building today, right? What's your value today? How much you getting for a show today? How many records you selling today? How much merch you selling today? Nothing. You know what I mean? You grossing
zero.
$500 a year, dollars, right? So now let's say us three put the money in, put the work in. Now you making 500 million a year or 5 million, whatever.
Yeah.
We don't supposed to get none of that.
Yeah.
Because it's a term, they say 360 and it don't sound cool and you seem like you're more bossed up because you ain't in one. It's bullshit. That ain't business.
Stand on business.
You know what I'm saying? So you basically telling me you want me to put up my money, you want me to put up my time, you want me to take my risk, but you don't want me to get nothing.
Or take, because I have a,
because it ain't guaranteed that you're gonna win.
Here's my opinion.
You know what I mean? It ain't guaranteed that you even gonna win.
Here's my opinion on this. I'm interested. I said this and I got some backlash. To me, there's no such thing as a bad deal, because people, and here's how I view this. People say they got a bad deal after the deal, like 3 years after you're educated, after you have enough money. But in that moment, you wouldn't have taken a deal if it was bad. Like, hindsight is 2020. You can't look at it like that. Like, you saying like, yeah, I got 500,000. But yeah, in that moment, 500,000 changed your life.
But in that moment, you didn't have $500.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Exactly.
And you had no outlets, and you had no team, and you had no information even how to get $5,000. You know what I'm saying? And you maybe wouldn't have never made it.
All right, so that's Yo Gotti's perspective of the 360 deal. And as a label head, that's his viewpoint. I sign you, I put the money up. Of course, he's going to give you jewelry. He's going to give you a whole, artist starter pack. He helped Glow get her teeth done, helped her elevate her image. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was a lot of things that he invested, which I do understand. If you invest into somebody, you're going to want to recoup on that investment. I mean, investments that don't yield profits are failed, right? So I understand that. But when you look at the specifics of a 360 deal, you got to look at all of the different things that the label is going to cash in on, right? So when you put out music, they're going to eat off of your sales and streams, which is the standard record deal. When you tour, they're going to eat off the tour, probably the majority of what you're doing on tour, or bare minimum, probably half, right? Even though you're going to be the one going on stage and putting it out there, they're going to eat off of that. When you get an endorsement deal, right? You get a Popeyes meal, you get a motherfucking McDonald's meal, you do a Target commercial, whatever it is, they're going to eat off of that, right? So now anything that includes your likeness, not only are you going to get paid off of it, but your label is as well. And typically they're going to take the lion's share of what's coming in from that, right? You doing merch at your shows. They may, I don't know what your specific deal is with merch, right? Are they putting money up for you to get the merch? Are you investing into the merch yourself? Do you have a partnership with a company that could help you produce merch at a high level? Whatever it is, they gonna get a cut of that as well. You do a collab with Nike for a new Jordan, where you say, man, I wanna do the motherfucking Jordan 3s, but I want them to look like this. Label says, yep, with no sale, you get your cut. I need mine first. Any and everything across the board. That's 360 degrees of ass, okay? So with that being stated, you also got to look at where Glorilla is in her career. Glorilla is not on the same level as, let's just say, a Rihanna. She's not on the same level as a Megan Thee Stallion, who now owns her work. She's not on the same level as a Cardi B, who is a bona fide international star about to go on a full arena tour, right? So she's not in the position to drive her own shit. Glorilla doesn't have her own label. She signed to CMG/Interscope, and Interscope got to get a nice piece of that as well, of everything. So you got to think about that as well. Interscope gets their cut. Yo Gotti and CMG gets their cut. Then whatever's left, Glorilla gets a percentage of, right? She ain't getting the remainder of what's left. She's getting a piece of what's left, depending on what she signed to. Is she getting 17, 18% royalty rate? That's about standard until you become, a bigger act where you can ask for a 50-50 split or something different. Or how we've talked about other artists in the industry that have licensing deals where they retain ownership of their music, allow the record company to exploit it, to promote it, to distribute it. And for a set number of years, they can earn profits from it. But once that contract term expires, it goes 100% back to the artist. Glorilla is not in that space, right? She's got 3 retail projects. She's got everything, Anyways, Life's Great, and Glorious, right? All 3 of those projects have gone gold, which sounds good and looks good. But if you're in a fucked up royalty situation, 3 gold projects is not financially the best thing. You know what I mean? If you really want to get to a point where you recoup your deal, you're going to have to go platinum. Plus, you're going to need some diamond records out this bitch. You're going to need some 5-time platinum records out this bitch to start making headway on recouping your deal. Glorilla ain't at that spot. She got a couple platinums. She got a couple double platinums. As far as singles go, but not on the album front, which is where all the money goes. Not to mention, Glorilla is not selling an abundance of albums in terms of actual money exchange. Her gold albums are coming primarily from streaming. But when you see other bigger acts in the industry, they yield higher results in terms of fans actually purchasing, right? So it's all of those things in tandem. You look at the Glorious tour that she did. Glo was touring last year, doing her first solo headlining tour, which is a good thing to do. You know what I'm saying? You got to put some dates in the hole and get some experience. First, she went on tour with Megan Thee Stallion, opened up for her on the Hot Girl Summer Tour. Then she went and did a solo one. But on the solo tour, she was doing anywhere between 2,500, 2,000 cap rooms up to about 5,000. So she's not doing 10,000 seats yet. She's not doing 20,000 seats yet. She's at the level of doing between 2 to 5, which is not a bad place to be. But also, again, if that money is being split between your labels and yourself, how much of that is she really keeping? Plus, you got to stay dripped out. Plus, you still got to make it look like you popping when you come outside. These makeup artists ain't free. These the ones doing your hairstylists ain't free. The stylist bringing you the clothes ain't free. You know what I'm saying? So in order to even appear like you got it, you got to shelve money out. So again, from the outside looking in, you thinking everything is grand. Now, what I do think is the source of some of this envy is not so much about Glorilla's pockets. It's the fact that she's now dating NBA star, and I wouldn't even call him a star, but he's a good player, Brandon Ingram. And Brandon Ingram got bread. Brandon Ingram is a multi-million-dollar nigga. What this nigga contract looking like? So Brandon Ingram signed a 3-year deal with the Toronto Raptors worth $120 million. Okay? So on average, he's gonna bring in about $40 million per year. Now, of course, he's not taking home $40 million per year, but that's his take on paper. And I think she's been with him for what? 6-7 months, something like that. So now they've been together. She been at all the games. She been gallivanting around with him. They doing content. And I think they're seeing, damn, you fucking with an NBA nigga, $100 million man, and you can't look out for us. Only problem is Brandon Ingram don't fucking know y'all. And until that nigga kneel down and put a ring on it, I don't think he gonna give a fuck about y'all. Cause he could say, shit, man. If it don't work out, no harm, no foul. We leave with what we came with. We both got shit. We both got money. So I think that also plays a role. They see where she's at in life, not just financially, but where her future could possibly be going. They probably looking at it like, shit, is she finna marry this nigga? Where we gonna get the benefits of that? We ain't even met the motherfucker. You don't even show us. He don't even know we exist. Too bad. Shouldn't have pulled the fucking gun out. You know what I mean? Or whatever the hell y'all got going on. She couldn't wait to get the fuck from around y'all. So all of those things, I believe, is the recipe to what it is that we see today. People think that once you get a little bit of success on paper, that it automatically translates to paper. And unfortunately, that's just not the situation. A lot of artists in the industry, they don't really make no real money till they about 5-10 years in. Really 10 for a lot of motherfuckers if they stay in them deals. Cutting through. And ain't Glorilla like in a management / label situation with CMG? Don't they manage and so they eating on both sides. And I think Yo Gotti be having songwriting credits on her publishing on certain songs that he ain't even on. So she got to work her way out of that rookie contract. Just like in sports, you get a rookie contract. You got to work your way out of that shit. Then you can renegotiate and figure out a more favorable deal. I'm sure they may have considered renegotiation at this point. Now that she got a couple albums in, she got a little tour in, she might be able to, demand a little bit more at this point as she's entering a new phase as an artist. But up until this point, I don't think she's been making crazy money, right? Y'all may think she's a millionaire, and again, net worth may say that she is. She may be producing millions of dollars as Glorilla, but that don't mean that's what she has. So again, financial literacy, financial responsibility, all of that stuff, it's not, you don't just wake up with it. You either have to be taught, which doesn't always stick with you, or you got to go seek it out for yourself and be playing with a little bit of something to really understand it. But if you feel like if you had $500,000, you would give $100,000 away to your family, you definitely are not at that place. All right? Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. I know Glorilla is not, in vogue right now. Her activity with Megan Thee Stallion has placed her in the doghouse with a lot of people. A lot of people are saying I'm not supporting her music moving forward, and I totally get that. But in this situation, I don't really see where she's exactly wrong. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. There's a lot of moving parts. I can only speak on the things that I understand from a musical standpoint. I don't know about their family dynamic. I'll catch y'all on the next one, though. Peace. Yeah, family over fame in this bitch, yeah. The glory of living righteous is setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'm never politicking, the drama be piling on. Father and great son acknowledged like I'm Bobby Bonds. Conversation with my lady about the paper route. 5 sit bank accounts, every day I make it count. They down talking my commentary for hating now. Well, I can take it cause I'm bodying your favorite now, please. I can do this shit in my sleep. I been writing for these niggas, y'all read it and weep. I been fighting these niggas if you speak on the street. I turn your birthday party into New Year's Eve. Don't let me take it there. We ain't playing fair. This the ATL, Southside nigga moving furniture like Wayfair. Life on hold, no insurance for your healthcare. Lifeline gone, so you wanna be a millionaire? Well, let me tell you about this world I built. The women I dodged, the niggas that I read for filth. The sympathy calls consulting for the state.